Hi, good morning. I love you. Welcome to the Go Love Yourself podcast. I am currently doing a seven chakra feature where I'm doing a separate episode for each of our seven main chakras. And this is the first chakra, the root chakra. It's actually the second recording I'm doing though. I did the sacral first because some shit went down that made me very motivated me to do the sacral first because something happened in my life that was real fresh that I wanted to share as part of the sacral chakra teaching. So, what I am planning to do in each of these episodes is give you a real life. This is what I have done to help heal, to help move energy in this particular chakra. So, the root chakra, which is located right in between, it's next to your butthole, next to your front hole. It's right between the thing and the thing, the perineum or the chode. Ah, it's just a funny word. So this is the energetic center for our foundation. It's our security. It's our bloodlines, our ancestry, everything that connects us to this earth. This is what this chakra represents. So, if our chakra is open and flowing, we are very present, we are very grounded, we are very able to adapt to different energies that might come our way. And we're very centered. We're very secure in who we are. We don't have a lot of fear. And if your throat chakra or your root chakra is, um, if it's finicky, if it's closed, if it's overactive, you're in your head. You can't sleep at night because thoughts keep replaying in your head. You are ungrounded. Your energy is absolutely not grounded. And you live in fight or flight or fear-based energy. So, this is something that grounding is something that needs to be practiced every single day of your life if you really want to manage your energy. This is what I teach people to do, how to manage your energy, because your energy is the only motherfucking thing you can control, okay? That is the only thing that's in your control. All the rest of this shit that's happening around you with other people and other people's energy, it's not your job to manage anybody else's energy but your own. So, grounding is how we do that. That is the basis, that is the foundation, which makes perfect sense being that if you're not grounded, your root chakra's misaligned or, closed, or the energy is haphazard in there. And my husband is alignment. So part of his work is to create a grounding plan when they're building power lines or when they're replacing power lines. You have to have a grounding plan to ground that energy. Otherwise, it's just all over the fucking place and you could die. The energy within you is no different. If your energy is all wayward and all over the place and haphazard and ungrounded, if you don't have a grounding plan, you're going to die. I mean, maybe not right in this instant, but eventually having feelings and thoughts about like anything that replay over and over in your head, especially negative ones. Like you constantly replay that shit because your energy isn't grounded. So, what can you do to ground your energy? What can you do to open up that root chakra and connect with the earth? Go connect with the earth. Go put your bare feet in the grass and breathe. That is the quickest, simplest, easiest way to ground that root chakra, ground that energy. You can use anything God-given growing in nature is grounding. Okay, so the plants, if you have house plants all over the place like I do, this guy just got a little haircut yesterday because my energy was not grounded. When you take care of plants, when you get your hands in the dirt, that's grounding. There's tools you can use for grounding, like essential oils. Frankincense is one of the most grounding essential oils there is on the face of the planet, okay? And it's also a master healer. It heals all of it, everything, including but limited to, not limited to cancer. This is one of the biggest, brightest, freshest, most potent essential oils for helping your body release cancer cells. So there's that. Crystals. There's different crystals that you can use to help amplify your intentions of grounding your energy. So, um, let's see, what do I got here? This is a seashell. Okay. This helps us because it's of the earth. It helps us ground our energy. Smoky quartz is a good one, or anything dark in color, black obsidian, kyanite. These are all beautiful, helpful crystals to help really stand in your energy, stand in your foundation. Silver. Silver is huge. That's why you see me wearing silver a lot all the time. Gold is as well, but grounds your energy. Did you know? Have you seen the ads for those grounding sheets that are a few $100s to get a good one? Do you know what's in them? Do you know what makes them grounding? Silver fibers are woven within the threads. That's why it's grounding. So if you wear silver to bed, I mean, I don't take my necklaces off. Well, maybe the big ones, but I'm always wearing some type of silver. And I believe that it helps me ground my energy. Remember to say my prayers and intentions for the night. I release everything that no longer serves me. I call all my own energy back to me. Amen. Every single night. That helps me ground my energy. Um, you can diffuse different essential oils at night to help, well, any time of the day. But at night, a very, very good one to help with peaceful, restful sleep is cedarwood. And cedarwood also helps with a snoring husband. Did you know that? So, um, water is also very grounding. If you're not hydrated, you're not grounded. My water has electrolytes in it because salt is grounding. Salt is one of the most grounding forces on the earth. It's grounding, it's cleansing. And despite popular Rockefeller belief, you need that. You need that. Your body is so, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Your body's made of fucking salt water, brother. Okay? Like you need it. Think about it. Every body fluid that comes from you, whether it's tears or snot or spit or blood, it's salty. Okay? It's salty. Your sweat, when you're sweating, you're losing salt in your body. So for somebody to tell you that you don't need salt, they're a fucking liar. And good salt, not iodized. You need pure sea salt, and you need to scan it on your Yucca or on your Better Living app. Scan it and see because most sea salts have microplastics in them. And microplastics don't help you ground your energy. They take you further away. And once they break that blood-brain barrier, there's no getting rid of it. So pay attention to what you're putting in. Grounding foods, root vegetables. Ah, potatoes and turnips and beets and any food that's red in color by nature is going to berries and tomatoes and um what else? Watermelon. You're getting a shit ton of water and electrolytes from a watermelon. Um, but think foods that are the color of that root chakra, red, deep, rich red. Anything that color in nature is going to help. It's going to be some form of medicine for the associated chakra. And you'll hear me repeat that 100 million times, but it's the truth. So, and even like flowers, like for example, I have red geraniums out there that I'm looking at right now that are about I mean, I keep deadheading them. They keep coming back. Hardy little sons of bucks. But that the oil, the essential oil, like in a geranium, is so good for your blood. Okay. Red blood. And I mean, obviously, your flows through every single chakra. It's just like your energy flows through every single chakra. Um, so what else can I tell ya? I was gonna go somewhere and then I forgot where I was gonna go. So if you have an unaligned root chakra or if it's closed or overactive, you often experience fear and anxiety and unworthiness. Um, and these come from an unstable foundation. A lot of times it comes from childhood trauma. A lot of times it comes from, experiences with narcissists or toxic people or unhealthy family members. um, or just a tumultuous upbringing can give you a very uneasy foundation, a shaky foundation. And part of the beauty of learning the chakra system is you can figure out ways that work for you because what works for me might not work for you. But I've tried a lot of them. And if it's something that, I've tried a lot of them. And I can say that I can probably find something that will help work for you. I mean, different teas you can drink. Pick a tea, oh gosh, there's one, it's very common. Who the heck is it? Celestial Seasonings. And it's just, no, it's yum. No, it's Celestial. It's just a sweet and spicy. It has orange and it has cinnamon acacia in it, and it has what else? A bunch of cloves and things like that. But that's a very grounding brew. And it helps bring you back to center. It helps bring you back to presence. Tea is a beautiful medicine. Like it's not just like I'm sipping on tea over here. Like there's beautiful blends out there, and you can create your own blends that would be super grounding, super medicinal for your healing, for your the management of your energy. So the other thing I want to mention is incorporating ritual because that is the key to having a solid, steady foundation. And ritual can look like whatever you want it to look like. It doesn't have to look like some weird uh, ceremony in the forefront of the church you had dreams about or something. It doesn't have to be anything that you consider sacred is sacred. And even it can be very, very simple. It can be just as simple as what I mentioned earlier, like when you go to bed at night, I release everything that isn't mine to carry, that isn't mine to hold. I call all my own energy back to me. That's part of a nightly ritual for me. I do that every single night. In the morning, how can I be loved today? How can I be of service today? God, how can you use me today? And I am grounded in that energy so that when my feet hit the floor, I am making move after move after move to get to that place that I just asked God to show me. So that's ritual. Shower rituals, like cleaning, cleansing, imagining each of your chakras getting cleansed along with your body as you go through the motions of the stuff you have to do anyway. It's just intention and presence. If you can motivate yourself or dedicate the things that you do every day, if you can dedicate a little more presence to that, to stepping in and being like, I'm brushing each tooth with love and care because these teeth have chewed so much delicious steak. And my teeth have brought me like great joy in consuming delicious food. Like, think about how wonderful it is to have teeth while you're brushing them. It helps ground your energy. It helps change your energy. It helps you stand solid and firm in your root because you know it's true. It's like, damn, thank God I got these teeth. And that seems so simple and ridiculous, but God, it works. And presence is like the basis, the foundation of true appreciation. So if you can just take the little things that you do each day and instill a little like intention within them, you are going to move mountains in no time. Just with your own energy, just managing your own energy. Because guess what? It has a ripple effect. Everything outside of you begins to change. And then all of a sudden, your family's more grounded, your kids are more grounded, your husband's more grounded because you put these things in place. And they're not hard. It doesn't require you to make an appointment and go get a pill. It doesn't require you to drive anywhere. It doesn't require you to buy anything. It doesn't require you to reach for anything that you don't already have. You walk outside, there's nature. That's all you need. And if you can't go outside, you have your breath. You have your breath. And if you can't sit to breathe for 5 beats, then you need to come see me. Okay. But if you want to manage your life, you're going to have to manage your energy. And that begins with grounding. That is the first step. That's the first thing we need to do. And then everything else will come after that. But every day, this is something that needs to be, that you need to give some attention to and some presence to so that you can show up for yourself and for everyone around you with grounded, safe, secure energy. That's what the root chakra is all about. And if you can do that, you have a very strong foundation to start moving motherfucking mountains. Okay. I think that's all I have on the root chakra. And if you have any questions about any of the chakras or um, different other things I didn't mention, like essential oil blends, I can create that for you too. If you're like, man, I really need to get grounded. Here's what's going on in my life. I can add a little drop of this and a little drop of that, and it's all right there. Put it in a little bottle for you, sealed with a kiss, with my heart. Put your name on it, and you have your very own grounding blend. So you can contact me through my website, or you can reach out to me on Facebook, or you can, I think you can even comment on this podcast, I believe. But reach out because I want to help, and I have a lot of tools that can help, and I have a little bit of wisdom that can help, but we need to ground our energy first and foremost. Okay? Okay. I love you. Go love yourself.